Normal. Conforming to a standard, usual, typical, or expected. That's the definition of normal. And that's what I want to talk about today. I think that you could tell I'm not playing who I normally play. Engineers tends to be my preferred poison, but today I'm going for spy. Oh, this is amazing. I want to die now. Great. I'm not playing who I normally play, and you can really tell because I am not doing well. That's for certain. Frick. If I die to this guy, I'm gonna be pissed. There we go. Okay. You can tell this is not who I normally play because I am not really playing it well. What is happening? Now that was a pretty normal interaction. But normal is interesting because everybody... The thing about normal is it's supposed to be like the standard, I guess. You know, that is the definition. It is a standard, right? It is the general actual sense of what should be, you know, how something should operate. And I think it's interesting. Cool. I think it's interesting to see how different people take on, you know, normal. Ah, crap, I forgot. It is interesting to see how people take on normal, right? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm dead. I'm cooked. I'm done. See ya. Alright. I'm over here now, I guess? What the frick is happening? Did you see that, medic? No. 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 Oh, frick! Normal's interesting because it's something that is so definitive in our life, right? From just how we think, how we act, how we talk. In a sense, everybody kind of wants to be normal. We want to fit in. It's something that has been talked about to death in media and stuff with like, oh, you know, just live your life and be who you want to be. Don't let others define your happiness or whatever. And I think, to an extent, that's not true. I very heavily believe that life should not be defined by a bunch of arbitrary decisions made by a bunch of other people, right? Okay. All right. I can get that guy. I could get that guy. Oh, I'm goated though. I'm actually so good. Normal is an interesting... Okay. Thank you, medic. You suck. Frick you. No, we're not winning this, bro. We're not winning it. This guy's got a shotgun, and I got a revolver. Ooh! Nope, I'm cooked. Being normal is impossible. Can we just acknowledge that? Can we just acknowledge that? Being normal is not real. You cannot be normal because what normalcy is the average. It's the average of millions of people, right? And out of all of those people, you have to think, like some of them are gonna be weird. Like that implies, uh-oh. No. That implies that some people, like every single one of those people have something that is weird about them, right? It's just they have more things in common. Like, say there's a guy that chews really loudly, right? He chews really loudly, really obnoxiously too, and it's not fun. People don't like him, you know. But all of it, no, get out of here. All of his other actions are completely they're standard. No, frick off. They're completely normal. Where like the rest of it, he wakes up on time, he wears what everybody thinks is acceptable to wear, he acts how people is acceptable to act, you know, easy things like that. But that one thing is not normal, right? He's not perfectly normal because it's impossible to be perfectly normal. It's not an actual... No, why did you do that? It's not an actual... It's not an actual real thing that you can do. It's an impossible standard to put yourself against, right? But it's something that is such a big problem because people so heavily internalize this sense of what should be, right? Of what... Wow, that is great. Of what is proper, of what is right, you know? And it causes a lot of stress. It really does. A lot of stress for... No, I don't want to go over there. A lot of stress for a lot of people as they are concerned with, like, what is... Like, comparing themselves to other people. Comparing themselves to this impossible... this impossible standard, right? This impossible idea of what is right and wrong. No. I don't want to deal with that. No. Nope. No. Of what is right and wrong. And... What the... Ah! Okay. It's not good. It's not okay. But there is some place for normalcy, right? Let's not lie. I'm one that tends to be more against being normal and things like that, and just being your own person, and you know, not really concerning yourself with this impossible standard. But let's be honest, there's a reason why it exists. We like average. Stop it! Frick off! I don't want to deal with your crap, bro. There's this impossible standard, and there is a reason for it, right? There is a just come on, what the heck? There's people like this. When did a party start? What the heck? This sense of what is comfortable. I think that's kind of what normalcy goes with, right? What is comfortable and what is acceptable. It gives you somebody a sense of how you should act. I don't have a kill bind. And that comfort that comes from normalcy is important, you know? It is important to a sense. It creates a standard, a healthy sense of reliability. And people crave that, you know? We crave standards. We want this sense of what is gonna happen, right? We like that familiarity, even if it can be destructive sometimes, right? And many times it is. But that leads me to my next point, where it's really destructive, right? And so you need to be able to know when and where and why to defy normalcy, right? Because there are times, like let's not pretend like there aren't. There are times where it's completely acceptable to not buy into this ridiculous sense of like what is right and what is wrong and how I should and should not act and that stuff, right? Cool. How I should and should not act. In that defiance, I think is kind of a sense of beauty, right? Now I'm just playing sniper with a spy, and I think that's kind of funny. Ow. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. But that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today. We got ourselves a friendly, a lobby full of friendlies and Australians for some reason, which is an interesting combination. But yeah, no. This was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the talk. I know it's still all over the place. I think this week was a bit better though. I do. I think it was a little bit better. And so I'm happy with how it's grown and progressed and stuff like that. So, I'll see you guys next week.